Hello, it's Big Cat and his lackeys.
I'm Lucky One. What's up?
Okay.
You're not Lucky Two, but sure, we'll call you Lucky Two for the.
Yeah, actual Lucky 2 is gone. I don't know where he's went. He's ghosted out on us. Anyway, but today we're doing a special episode. We're going to be doing the Colosseum battles, the actual Colosseum battles, not the randomized versions. Because I decided to do something different after having to grind my ass off for 9 hours straight in the original game. So, I wanted something fun.
Grinding is painful.
Grinding is bullshit. But I had generated a team that was legal and threw it into the game through different methods, so that way it would be fun to play.
Thanks. Hey, CDs. What do you know about Pokemon?
Fuck all.
Fair enough. That's about as much as I do.
So this should be interesting then.
I guess I'll be explaining this as we go. Oh fuck.
How much do you know about Pokemon?
I know a lot. I used to get like really competitive back in like Fortune, which was like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. But I started slowly kind of just drifting out, just playing casually. So I knew a lot of strats, or some type of strats, back in 3rd Gen, but like I said, my competitive edge is kind of dusty. So,
I haven't played like a lot of Pokemon in years.
So in Colosseum, they like to play dirty. Especially in the Orre Colosseum, which is one of the final Colosseums you actually get to do after you've done quite a few things here and there. They do not play around with how dirty they play. Like, I can tell you, one of the times I lost in the, it was in the Railgun Tower, and it was the first match. No, it was the second match. It's first down to Swampert, and their Swampert activated Quick Claw 3 times in a row. Quick Claw is an item that allows you to go first if it's used. Well, the problem with that is it's a 20% chance. They got 20% chance activation rate 3 times in a row. If that is not bullshit, I don't know what else is.
Yeah, isn't like a 10% chance of it being used?
No, so it's 20% in the 3rd Gen games.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was 3 times in a row it activated.
That's 1 in 125% chance. One in 125 for that happening.
Yeah, what's happened. So, also, right now, the reason why Shedinja is on my team, Shedinja only has 1 HP, but it has the ability Wonder Guard. It can only get hit by super effective moves. Shedinja is a gimmick Pokemon, but if you know how to use it, it's scary, because her entire team, for the most part, cannot touch this Pokemon. So I can just let it sit out there and just spam moves. Which is what I did. You understand, or do I need to explain something else?
No, for me, I think it's pretty easy to figure out. Considering I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Well, at least he knows the concept of like Pokemon in general. Some people do not, which is weird to me.
It's not a completely hard concept. Like, I want to say what I think is like actually hard is like Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh, to like jump into where it's at right now is a lot harder than it is with Pokemon.
Oh, I've noticed. I've definitely noticed. So CD's, me and Big Cat were, me, Big Cat, and Mo were all playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and I had no idea what I was doing. I'm a simple boy, and Yu-Gi-Oh is not simple.
So for me, I've never really just been a fan of turn-based games. I've always been more one for, first-person shooters or, RPGs.
I feel like you would actually like Pokken a lot. Pokken was like a Tekken-based Pokemon game, basically. So it's Pokemon Tekken put together. Yeah. It was actually not a bad series. It just didn't really get too much, I think, traction. That's what the problem was. But, it's a pretty good game. You might like that a lot.
Yeah, Mage can vouch for me here. I've kind of been one more for the more realistic sides. Not, like, I could play Skyrim and stuff like that, but there's only so much of the non-realistic that I can really handle for so long.
Does fantasy scare you?
He's good up with Desert Dragons.
Yeah, I hate them. I said I enjoy the games. I'm not good at them. Okay.
You're pretty good with in Skyrim at least.
Yeah, after I had to have you help me figure out how to mod the damn game.
I'm curious, what mods did you put on it?
Yes.
That is the best answer. Skyrim was meant to be modded. Although I have like a love-hate relationship with Skyrim.
Okay then. Also, this Pokemon right here, Ninjask, I hate this thing with an iron passion, because I use it a lot in the tournament. It gets access to the move Baton Pass, which can pass all the stats your Pokemon has, like stat ups, such as attack or speed raises, to another Pokemon you have in the background. It's what they like to do a lot. So they'll let this Pokemon set up like a motherfucker, and then it will just pass everything else to another Pokemon.
Like that type of Pokemon?
Yep. And it'll become out tanky and super fast, and you have to try and kill it before it just one-shots your entire team.
It's a handy ability though.
It's annoying as shit.
So I add that to my Elite 14?
No, because it wouldn't work with, I mean, it would work with Dittos and stuff like that, but it's best to have a Pokemon that's already strong to use it on, so you have to have like a Metagross or something like that, and just have it in the background, which they actually do. Also,
So these actually no, you go first.
oh, I was going to say, I only have one legendary, although it's kind of a cheap legendary to have, because it has its best item, which is Soldew, which is Latias. So I'll try to limit myself to only one legendary, because I don't want to use too many legendaries. I also don't want to use a big name legendary, so it's Poseidon legendary, or just Soto legendary, but yeah. Alright, that's all I was going to say. Go.
Alright, so I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't think it was that terribly important. Oh no, so CDs, so basically what happened, we decided to like make our own. So if you don't know, at the end of a Pokemon game there is Elite Four and then Pokemon Champion. Big Cat asked us, so since each Elite Four member has a certain theme, like a normal gym, what would our theme be? Mine was to be as annoying and as trolly as possible. I'm not out to win, I'm just to annoy people. And that's why I brought Ditto to copy their Pokemon and stuff like that.
I still think
Yeah, it
you're evil
seems
for
pretty
that.
trolly to me.
Yeah, and also like someone likes something to like stall them out and stuff like that. It's great.
Also depends on what generation you're playing though, because if you're like playing Gen 2, Blissey is one of the best stallers in Gen 2. Because just nothing can touch Blissey. It's scary how badly nothing can touch it. I mean, a physical move will knock Blissey out, but while you have a ghost type in the background, you can just swap onto the ghost and they're kind of screwed at that point.
How old is this game again?
This game is... I have no idea,
Pretty
actually.
fucking-
It's old. I know it's old. I just don't know how old it is. If I had to guess though, I'd say 2005.
It says old at... That Pokemon stands? I didn't think that Pokemon stood. It's weird watching it stand.
So I was actually off. It's 2003.
Oh, nice.
So,
I think that is the release of Star Wars Battlefront 1, if I remember correctly.
yeah, this is an old ass game, but I love it still.
Oh, there's gonna be like, I think, between 6 and 9 new Star Wars games confirmed. It is amazing to me.
Why so
love Star
many?
Wars games. What's up?
I said, why so many?
Because Star Wars is awesome.
But it's so
And-
many.
Yes. Because a lot of people are wanting Star Wars games and we not have like good Star Wars games in a while. We had Battlefront 1 and 2 in Jedi Fallen Order.
So now I'm gonna ask you because I've seen like a lot of gameplay from those, and they look really interesting. But I heard everyone's basically like shitting on them, but I don't understand why. I mean, obviously I haven't played it because Star Wars is not necessarily my cup of tea. I don't hate anyone who likes it, just not my cup of tea. So what is so bad about the other Star Wars games?
Alright, so I did not ever play Battlefront 1. I cannot mention anything about the new Battlefront 1. Battlefront 2, the servers are extremely laggy. I basically like teleported half the time. As well as the enemies. When it first came out, a lot of the Star Wars, a lot of Battlefront 2, like the heroes, which are like the Jedi and like Boba Fett, the people you know, they were behind a paywall with, basically. You could unlock them, but it would take like several years to unlock, let's say, Darth Vader. So people were extremely salty about that. Jedi Fallen Order was, I think, a very good game.
Wait, back up for a second. How the hell did it take several years to unlock a character?
I said it would. It took like, I don't know the exact amount, but it's like premium currency. You can get a small amount of premium currency, or you can unlock them either by buying premium currency, or by using a crap ton of credits to buy the premium currency. The credits you get from fighting or playing the game, but how well you play did not determine how good you or how many credits you get. So basically, you just like join a game and just sit there and move around so you don't get kicked out. And that's it. That's how a lot of people play to unlock a character.
I see what you mean now. Yeah, I hate when game does things like that. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, a lot of people hated it on it for it. It's gotten a bit better now, but as soon as they fix the microtransactions and stuff, as soon as they fix that, they decided not to work on it anymore. So they didn't add any heroes or any DLCs that they promised or anything like that.
Because they lost their main source of income.
Well, not only that, because they wanted to focus on, I believe, Battlefield 2042. And that crashed and burned greatly.
Funny enough, it seems like all gaming companies now are like going the route of DLC, because even with the JRPG or Japanese games too, so what I play a lot of, like Atlas now for their next SMT-ish game, Soul Hackers, is coming out. It's going to already have $40 worth of DLC on day one of coming out. It's like, why do you have that much DLC money-wise on day one of coming out? Like, that's stupid.
At that point, it should be like part of the original game.
It should be, but that's just how they feel like they need to make money in some way, shape, or form. It's stupid.
Well, because look at what GTA 5 is doing, what Rockstar is doing. You know, they're milking that fucking game dry. You know, and everybody else is ready for 6 to come out, you know, me included. And it's just, like, I'm kind of getting bored of waiting, you know, so I pretty much stopped playing GTA 5 altogether. And it's just horrible.
But that's
You
like...
know, they are waiting too long to make it. They'll make it 2 months. They're like, by the time that they actually start working on it, no one wants it anymore. Mo showed me a video about movies having a sequel too late. Like, I think Triple X had a sequel. I think the movie before that was like 10 years ago. No one cares about Triple X anymore. So like, no one wants to go see that movie, and probably no one will play GTA 6. Well,
Yeah.
Not as many as people were excited for at the end of GTA 5. It's been
Right.
too many years.
And to counter my previous point made, you know, I know it's kind of counterintuitive, but like look at what they did with Cyberpunk. Even, you know, they like basically the game creators listened to, you know, the audience, sure, and released it way too early because, well, yeah, they released it way too early because they were being pushed to, you know, pushed to do so when they kept jumping the dates back. But at the same time, they the fans threw a bitch fit because it wasn't good enough. You know, at the same time, you shouldn't rush the creators.
No, I definitely agree, but part of the reason why they also threw a bitch fit too is because they kept showing it only on PS5, but they advertised it could play on PS4 when it really couldn't, and that pissed off a lot of people too. But also in that aspect too, I feel like gaming companies need to be able to like have a way of like shutting down mail that comes from fans, stuff like that. Because take an example for the game I've been waiting for the longest time, Digimon Survive. They've been pushing back that. I have no idea who just joined, but they've been pushing that back like months on end to finally, like, I think actually like 2-3 years, because it was originally supposed to release like 2 years ago, and they pushed it all the way back to releasing, and it's finally releasing, which I'm glad for. I'm amazed that they actually took the time to wait and make sure they finished the game, and I kind of wish they start doing that that practice with all games. The problem is, the more popular a game is, the more you have these psychotic fans that are just going to push out to force them to make it sending death threats, stupid shit like that. So I really wish there was a way to like block out mail.
Yeah, and it'd be nice if there was like a good way to filter.
That too.
You know, whether it be like, you know, hey, like coming from the fans' perspective, I'd really love to see this and whatever game, you know, insert game title here. You know, and like positive feedback, you know, versus what they
said like, oh, this game sucks.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just,
this game sucks. Your company's trash. You guys could all kill yourself. Yeah, fuck you.
but that's
you know?
just, and it's stupid, but that's just how like people are nowadays. Like they don't get their way. It goes like a character has to be everything that they want, otherwise they're gonna throw a fit. But it's just like you're not the one writing the story. Like people are demanding more representation. Things. It's like if you want more representation, write your own freaking stories and you develop those own games. If you're not gonna do that, then stop complaining because you're not the one putting all the effort into it. If you don't like the game, yeah, don't buy it. But that doesn't also mean you have a right to tell a person and like basically threaten their lives over it because they didn't do what you wanted.
Yeah, I was reading a thread on Twitter earlier today.
Oh
It
no.
actually like fits this. Yeah. So basically, like they're saying like you can't like use like Eastern clothing culture, and if you're not East Asian, like shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit. It's cool. The clothing are cool. The culture is amazing. I'll use it if I want to. And some idiot on Twitter is not gonna tell me what to do.
Just like white people can't say, you know, black people are allowed to say, like, call white people. You know, what's the fucking point? You're hypocritical, and you know, it's just a world of backwards bullshit, in my opinion.
I mean, it is, but that is a bad comparison. That is a bad comparison.
Hey,
What's up?
how y'all doing? I was just listening to y'all. I was told by somebody about why a white person could be racist, but a black person or another race cannot be racist. And when they explain it is for a person to be racist, because there's a difference between being racist and being prejudiced. Everybody's prejudiced in some way, form, or fashion. In some degree, they're prejudiced. But a person being racist is a person who has the ability to oppress someone. E.g., if you're going for a job interview and you have a Caucasian person who's setting rules so that way it limits how other races can get into that position, that's where something is racist. Jim Crow laws and whatnot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
But if a black person does the same thing, I think it's also still racist.
So when a black person does it, and you still got to think about this, if a black person is put in a position to do that, there's still a root cause. Because, I mean, we've all, besides, I can't, so I know Big Cat, Mage, I don't know who the other person is.
CD.
CD?
Yeah.
Got you. But for where we work together, it doesn't matter your color, your race, your sex. your
Yeah.
sexual orientation, whatever. We went to do a job and that's it. But as especially for y'all two knowing, when it came to how we went up in the company, I'll say it like that. There were people above us who could say, "Nope, I'm not doing this. No, I don't feel like you're ready for this position." And on a monetary standpoint, if the only thing they say, if the only thing they can say is something about your character and not your work ethics, and not even in a sense of a negative sense of, well, you know, you could have did this better. Well, show me how, especially being on how big they are on, if I can do better, then as a person who is raising me up in the company, it's your responsibility to make sure I get this stuff done. So if you're not helping with that, you're still again a hindrance. And people can still be racist just by not doing things to help, though you would help another race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
So
I really didn't mean to throw us all off on this tangent here. That's my apologies.
Yeah, that's like the purpose of these voiceovers.
It's
They're
literally
just
just that.
stupid.
We just talk about stupid shit, honestly.
well, I say it, especially for you, Big Cat, as far as like the stuff that you have on here. I think us being able to have an open conversation about that and not be, well, you're wrong and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? That
No.
still speaks to like the environment.
So, quick thing, and then I'm gonna also pose my own point. So this team, real quick, I actually did lose to this team because that Ninjas originally in the team loss video, which I'll put a video of all my losses in the tournaments on a server video, because the Ninjas set up in Baton Pass basically wiped out my team. For other than that, though, they basically had nothing on it because I took out the Ninjas one hit. As long as you kill Ninjas, you basically set everything up and you're fine. Anyway, so from that tangent, though, another thing I want to talk about too is that I feel like we should actually discuss like the root of racism, like where racism actually comes from. Because it's always one thing and people really don't talk too much about. It's not just that people were just racist just to be racist. They were racist because I feel like, in my opinion, it was more like they had to set the boundaries of who they believe was more superior than the other. And I think that's where racism naturally comes from, slash racism, slash discrimination. So it doesn't matter what color your skin is, whatever like that. You can technically be racist to anyone because it's basically on the power setting where you put yourself compared to that person. That's my whole
I would
thought.
like to make a different point. I think we go further back is more about tribalism, like they are part of my tribe or something like that, and skin color is something that is more obvious because a lot of people who live near each other can start to have similar skin colors. Well, not now because we are more like diverse, but like way back when humans was still climbing trees and being stupid apes. And well, hairless apes, whatever. And I think like over time, tribalism at the root cause, and then slowly like my tribe is superior to your tribe became a prevalent thing.
Which goes back to what I was linking racism to in the first place. It's that superiority as a complex about I'm better than the other. Which is, I feel like
People
that's
need to really slow down and think, how am I better than this person? Like, is it simply because of color, or is it simply because, you know, they lack the work ethic, they lack everything else? And, you know, I'm definitely more on the side of agreeing with you, but I think that a lot of it stems from, you know, hatred is bred, not born, if that makes sense.
yeah, you have to be taught it. It's not something that you're just born with. You have to be taught hatred. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But at the same time, humans are animals, and it's survival of the fittest. Which is why I also think we should take warning labels off everything and let nature take its course.
You just want death to come down, don't you?
He is worse than I am when it comes to things like this.
Damn.
I think it's less survival of the fittest, more survival, less stupid.
Exactly.
Also, real quick, for anyone who's doing this tournament in Colosseum, they will always lead with their most powerful legendary, or they will always bring it. If they have Rayquaza, they're gonna bring Rayquaza. If they have Kyogre, they're gonna lead with Kyogre. If they have Groudon, they're gonna lead with Groudon. I promise you this. I've never once been led wrong on that. Also, Kyogre can't touch the Ninja either. But that's beside the point.
So, a legendary Pokemon gets taken down by a bug with 1 health.
Pretty much. Actually, her entire team can't actually touch this Pokemon. I figured this out like a little bit into the battle.
It is absolutely amazing. That's also a goofy looking Pokemon. Corvus?
Yes. I've made a team with Gorbis before. Gorbis is not bad, especially in the rain. It gets the ability Swift Swim, and then in later gens you get the Choice Specs. Swift Swim, Choice Specs is a pretty scary combo.
What's Choice Specs?
So Choice Specs is an item that ups your special attack by 50%, or technically it's like 150% total, but it's 50% of your base. It adds to it, but you can only use one move.
Do you pick the move?
Yeah, you can pick the move. You can just only use that move the entire time the Pokemon's on the field. When you swap it out and you throw it out again, then you can change the move.
Will the effect change or no? Like,
No,
will the effect be-
the effect still stays the same, but it's just whenever that Pokemon comes out, that one move you first choose. So say I use the move Tackle, the entire time Gorbit's out in the field, it can only use Tackle. But if I swap it out, like she's doing right now, and throw it out again later on, I can use another move, like, I don't know, Surf or something like that. I can change what move I'm using, but I have to only use that move the entire time it's out at that time.
Damn, that's a lot of damage.
It was a critical hit, but I mean, it can do decent damage though. It was a crit. Yeah, and I hate the move rest sometimes.
What's so goofy with a flying Pokemon?
Oh, I mean, it's not a flying, it's just a water type, but because it's like swimming in air, to make it look like it's swimming, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense, because you don't want a fish just like flopping in the ground when trying to battle, so it's just like floating in air, as if it's in the water.
It believes that there's water underneath it, so it is.
Pretty much.
Oh, by the way, CDs, how many guns do you have now? Because I saw your recent post on a group chat, and you have a decent amount.
I have 15 with number 16 coming soon. It's on.
Yeah. So
It's on my way right now.
what is it?
It is a SIG P220.
I don't know what that is.
Basically, well, pretty much my guns are all just going to turn into a bunch of, nerd talk in your eyes,
Oh, that's fine. Well, apart from me, I don't know about Big Cat.
I'm just fascinated. How many guns do you have?
Hey, CDs, go through your list of all the guns that you have.
Okay, let me just do a quick 90-degree turn and look at my wall. So, starting from... Okay, so I have 2 racks for long weapons, and I have 9 long guns. Okay, so I have an old 22 rifle, 3 12 gauges, a black powder 50 caliber, 270 Winchester bolt action, a 20 gauge shotgun. I also have a sword that's taking up a spot on the gun racks. An SKS, an AR-15. I have, and moving on to the pistols, I have a 44 Magnum with an 8.5-inch barrel, a Derringer, which is my little boot gun, a Canic TP9 SFX, my carry gun, a SIG P365, a 25 ACP little pistol. That dude's just kind of a junky little pocket pistol, And then what else? I feel like I'm missing one. I don't know. Yeah, I think that was all 15.
You have a lot of
And then-
guns. Now, second question: how much of your budget do you spend on ammo?
I don't want to talk about that. Okay.
Probably for the best.
Well, let's just say I bought. Oh, yeah, my favorite gun. I forgot about my more recent one. It's a Ruger 57, which is 5.7 by 28 millimeter cartridges, which is basically like a small version of a 223, which is what the AR-15 shoots.
Nice.
Yeah. But the last time I went to the gun store and I bought ammo, I got 4 boxes of 223, 2 boxes. Or wait, no, I got 1 box of 270, 2 boxes of 5.7 ammo. And then what else did I get? I think I got. Shit, what was it? Oh, I think it was like a box of 9mm or something. And
Hold
just
up.
take a quick guess on what you think that cost me.
1 second real quick. You're going to see why. The only reason why I brought Executor on this entire team. And you're also going to see the funniest thing ever happen in 5 seconds. But anyway, continue.
Guessing around $150. I don't know how much ammo this was.
I'm betting 2. I'm betting 200.
Big Cat's got it.
Oh.
I spent $206 on 6 boxes of ammo.
And how long did the ammo last you? Probably like a day.
No, I try to pace myself out when I go out to the range and stuff. Yeah, I shot about 70 of the 160 rounds that I got, or 140 rounds of 223, and then 100 rounds of 9mm the last time I went out to the range. So,
Yeah, 1 shot, legendary.
Yes.
Damn, dude. But yeah, but anyway, that's
Oh, this
still
is
a lot of ammo.
this is
you
the
can
best
use.
part. This is the best
Yeah.
part.
This is
Yeah.
wait. Why would it?
Yeah, I didn't know. I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to use a dark move because it's a dark type. And I was scared because Executor is also psychic. So I was like, it's gonna get 1 shot. Was not expecting the explosion. Was not expecting the explosion.
Nah, Big Cat use future sight.
Apparently.
very effective.
Yeah, Executor sold this entire team by itself.
That is amazing. See, I thought that Executor was like a shitty Pokemon.
The trash boy destroyed it all.
Yeah, which was a legendary, survived the hit from an explosion, and then killed another very powerful Pokemon in 1 shot.
I gotta tell you, like, when I was playing this game and that happened, I was like, why did you use Explosion? There was no reason for you to use Explosion. You had the type advantage, why did you use Explosion? I was so confused.
Do you think that explosion would have killed your Pokemon?
If he used Explosion, it would have one-shot Executor. If I didn't protect. But I protected because I thought he was going to use something like, I don't know, Fan Attack or something. 'Cause I thought it would have been super effective damage, so I was worried. But he just decided to blow up, and I was just like, oh, okay. Now, this guy's team is just full of fucking legendaries.
There's the eyebrows.
He's like Brock.
Like Brock's granddad, just like though the eyebrows, like you can tell how old he is by the length of his eyebrows.
Why does that dude remind me of Uncle Iroh from Avatar?
You can see that. Yeah, I have not seen Avatar in so long.
Apparently, they're supposed to be making like 3 movies for the animated series.
I really, really hope it's better than the last movie.
Don't we all?
As long as they don't try to make it live action, I think it'll be okay.
I think they were trying to do a live action, but they were trying to do live action with the original creators out of Avatar. And I think that would have been fine. The last live action we had, the reason why I'm so bad is because M. Night Shyamalan just tried to destroy the entire series by just not thinking about what he was doing. Also, this was an amazing play by me. I knew he was going to switch because Ninja came out, so I called his BS and threw out Latios, and I basically I'm about to one-shot this Rayquaza because of it.
Fun fact.
What's up?
Oh, go ahead, Mage.
I forgot what I was going to say. Something about Avatar.
Oh, well, fun fact about Avatar, since we're on the subject still. I have a snake named after Iroh from Avatar.
It's a good snake. Maybe not the brightest, but a good snake.
Yeah, he's a little special.
He's like me, but snake.
Oh. Okay then. Yeah, no, I got a dog and a cat.
I got 2
I
cats.
I also have 2 cats.
In the snake.
Yeah,
Wait, do you have 1 snake or 2 snakes?
I have 1 snake. My roommate also has a snake for himself.
That's right, that's right.
And then technically, my other roommate has 1 of the cats. There are 2 cats, 2 snakes, and now a dog living in our house, along with 4 people.
That's too many.
Yeah, tell me about it.
See, yeah. No, I want to get at least one roommate because I'm always holed up inside here, so at least having a roommate would help me get out more, but it's just, I'm too afraid to, and especially with where I'm at right now, the housing prices and rent are just going up out the roof, and it's just like, this is so stupid. But it's just because of our current economy. Yay! Also, when they don't know what to do against Ninja, they keep swapping out.
Why?
Because they don't know what to do. So Ninja just sits here and just like, I'm just gonna wreck your entire team by just sitting here.
Like, you could, like, edit, like, a chill under Ninja and, like, have it be just, like, keep casting, like, was it Dark Orb or something like that? Shadow Ball?
Shadow Ball. Yeah, I found that
Dark
out.
Orb even...
Huh?
Is it, like, Dark Orb even a move? I don't think so.
No, I mean, there's, what's it called? Dark Void. But not Dark Ball. Well, Dark Void is a fortune move anyway. It's the most broken move that they have in that game, though.
Sound very edgy.
It was for an edgy Pokemon. I think you know Darkrai, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's his.
He's the king of the edgy Pokemon.
Yeah, no, that's his signature move is Dark Void. For CD's info, just to let you know, it's a move that hits up to 2 Pokemon at once, and it puts them to sleep. 80% accuracy, which is pretty good for a sleep move because normally they don't have that. And he's built around putting Pokemon to sleep. He puts them to sleep, his ability hurts him for being in sleep, and then he also has access to Dream Eater, Nightmare. If you're a sleeper on Darkrai, you're basically gonna die. Best way to put it.
Fair enough.
Let's go back to Avatar. Oh, who was your guys' favorite character from that series?
I mean, considering I have a snake, named Iroh, I bet you can guess.
Zuko.
Exactly.
I don't know, I'm torn between Sokka and Zuko. I like both those characters a lot.
Oh, me too.
We're not talking about the characters you would smash, okay?
What? No, no, smashing wise, it's gonna be Suki all the way. Go Suki, but
Suki is awesome. She does not get talked about enough, but I feel like she is like the best. Especially like near the end of Avatar. I'm not gonna like say it because spoilers.
yeah, no,
Actually,
definitely. Also, to cut this short, we have less than probably about 30 seconds, so we have to sign out.
Oh shit, yeah. I don't know how long this shit is.
Alright, Big Cat signing out.
Yeah. Lucky One signing out.
Lackey 2 standing, signing out.